It looks like Surrender 21 picks up an Evelyn and a Shyvana here. Looks like they wanted to have that strong, tanky top laner up there with Shyvana, and that hidden presence throughout the entire game with Evelyn. Looks like Team J.E.D.I is hovering over Diana and Shen. Now, you don't really see a lot of Shen these days, just because there being some bugs with his ultimate. Occasionally him not teleporting with it, despite not getting interrupted. I wonder if they're gonna go through with this pick. And they do indeed lock in the Shen, and there's Fizz and Vayne locked in almost instantly for Surrender 21. Fizz is going to give some very good lane presence in the early levels, and if he can get ahead, he's going to be terrific at ganking other lanes. But it looks like Team J.E.D.I wants to simply set up the Yasuo ultimate with Alistar or Diana. And they lock in Graves as their AD carry. That old school counter, and I say that in quotes, to Vayne, and like say every counter in quotes just because I don't like the word counter. But Graves, he tends to deal with Vayne in the early levels incredibly well. Looking at these two team comps, I'd have to give that hand to J.E.D.I just because of the Yasuo pickup. Yasuo is incredibly strong. But they always do have that late game Vayne for Surrender 21.
Yeah, the Alistar is gonna really help out Yasuo. That's all you need, one extra knockup for the Yasuo, and he can do his thing.
So, Aim, could you inform me? I mean, I've heard that Yasuo has been like appearing a lot recently in these kinds of games. So, do you have any information on that?
I do not. I haven't asked the players why they play Yasuo. I just know off experience that I can feed in lane 0-7 with Yasuo and come back late game with all my items and get like 20 kills. That's how it works.
It's interesting to see Mandingo pick up a jungle Diana. She normally has her jungling can be somewhat slow, but if they really want to proc off Yasuo ult, then Diana's perfect for that. Just going in on that single target and getting the knock up with her W. I don't remember the name. Is it Moonfall?
For who?
For Diana W.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of it. We can look it up.
Oh yes, and of course the Yasuo Wind Wall. Actually, let's take a note and see what... Actually, the only big things the Yasuo Wind Wall is going to be blocking right now, or in this game, seem to be Fizz Fish. Of course, you could just block off some auto attacks from the Vayne as well. If she doesn't get her Silver Bolts proc, that's going to put her damage a lot lower.
Are you talking about Diana's Disrupt Moonfall?
Yes, Moonfall.
It's called Moonfall. For those of you who don't know, with Yasuo, if you build attack speed, it lowers your cooldown reduction with your Q. So it's smart to build Berserker Greaves on him.
And I've just been informed by biogenetics that Yasuo has been one of the biggest, the main deterrent for the other teams to lose. He's just been wrecking games, I guess.
Yeah. They probably should have banned the Yasuo over the Lucian.
Well, during the last game, Yasuo was not banned as well.
That's true.
But no team thought to pick him up.
Mandingo with the Diana jungle.
It's an oddity, but it can work.
X-Wiffle playing the champion, playing your champion.
Oh yes, the champion that we first met with,
Yes, sir.
where I sort of wrecked you in the bot lane.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see if he can make a strong showing in this game as he did with Jarvan in the previous game.
Hopefully my client loads. Yay!
No bug splat this time.
I'll be turning the music off when the game starts.
It's looking like J.Prodigy has that Fisherman Fizz skin.
So
We
if
got
Surrender 21 wins, they win?
Well, is this a best of 3?
I believe so.
Well, then that would be the case.
What about Fisherman Fizz?
Fisherman Fizz is actually one of my favorite skins for Fizz, and I may not even own Fizz, but one of my favorite streamers is actually Fate Falls, if you've ever heard of him. He's a Fizz main, and he always uses Fisherman Fizz. But we've got Dragon Slayer Vayne and Fisherman Fizz for one team, and then Dark Valkyrie Diana, and that Bumblebee Shen.
Was just informed by OG_Ricebone that X-Wiffle has a fan club called the Wiffles.
Is their mascot a wiffle ball? Because that would be perfect. Well, in this game, I'm mainly going to be looking for... Graves will probably get ahead in the early game up against Vayne, but Leona's going to try to give Graves the hardest time he can. And mid lane, I can see Yasuo pretty much destroying Fizz, but it's going to be up to the players to play things out. And Alistar has always been one of my personal favorite supports. It was a sad day when Alistar was practically banned every game in season 2, I believe it was, when he started to become an incredibly powerful jungler. And there was no more support Alistar, it was jungle Alistar every day. And Evelyn always used to be one of my favorites in the mid lane, but she's transitioned very well into being a jungler, especially with being invisible. You've got a very good way to pressure the entire map. And at the moment it looks like we're waiting for Phobos 96 to load in.
Was he the same person we were waiting on yesterday? Or last game? Excuse me.
If I remember correctly, there were multiple people in the last game we were waiting on, but it's no biggie.
410 skins. Fizz be pimpin'. Donate an SSD to the Aimstar.
Oh yeah, that solid state drive would drastically decrease his load times.
Doesn't even have Unchained. GG, well played.
Can't you still get Unchained for free? They still do that, don't they?
Honor and grade because he doesn't have retrograde. Alright, music's off.
And it looks like Vayne's going to be the first one out of the gate. Let's see who is the last one to leave their respective bases. Oh, Fizz looks like he's in second place out from blue side. Shen and Yasuo are making their way out with Graves. Oh, and it looks like Alistar is going to be the last one out.
We had a lot of early wards from Surrender 21 last game. We'll see if they do the same thing. It's a lot easier to ward where they were on purple side though. Purple side they were warding their red. So let's see where they were this game. Vayne warding out by Dragon Bush. What do you call that bush, Matt?
I just called it a bush.
Alright, we'll call it the Dragon Bush.
See that? That brush has always just been a bush, and the ones in mid lane have always been just the top mid brush, bot mid bush, and then the other ones are just a banana bush to me.
The one Diana sitting in?
Yes.
Alright, banana
Used to look
bushes.
more like a banana, but they
What is this
sort of got
bush
it
right
guarded.
here? Next to Diana, next to mid.
The one by mid lane,
Yeah, the long one.
just bottom side mid lane brush.
Alright.
And it looks like they're just setting up a line of scrimmage to watch their jungle entrances.
No trading off red this game. Hopefully, or we'll see if everyone has an even start in their lanes this game too.
A lot of pings coming out.
A lot of pings coming out.
I'm scared of this location pings. Interestingly enough, it looks like Alistar has gone with that shield mastery point.
Interesting. And he chose to pick or grab a ruby stone early.
He's gonna go for that early side stone. Oh, and it looks like
I'm not really a
Shen
fan of that.
Siobhan-
You really need the gold for the first 6 minutes to help you get more items.
Well, it doesn't look like anyone's gonna be getting an early EXP advantage in lane this round.
Yeah. Nice poke by Graves. If I'm Shen,
Shen and Siobhan are just standing off.
yeah. If
Right
I'm
now,
Shen,
just
I'm
wanna
looking to
farm.
trade. I think Shyvana has the advantage, so we'll be seeing some jungler action up there pretty soon. Pretty soon. Diana or Evelyn won't be able to help Diana counter gank top, so Shyvana needs to be really careful. Shyvana should know that Eve is bottom and
Something appears to be wrong with Yasuo currently. He's
Interesting.
not moving in the mid lane. Maybe just rebinding something. But so far, it looks like both junglers
all right.
just grabbing both their buffs.
Look for Mandino, going for a play.
Mandingo going into the top lane for a gank. See if he can pull anything
They
off.
need a taunt. They got the taunt. Damage, flash. They can only get a flash out. Hopefully they get a flash out. Well, that helps Shen in the lane. We'll see how Evelyn chooses the farm. Bot lane is 10 CS to 15. Graves is up.
At the moment, Fizz is managing to push in Yasuo.
Uh-oh. Action.
And Ignite comes down to the bot lane on Leona. Will
Does
Graves
Graves
be
have
able
a
to pick up the
flash?
shield? He flashes
No.
in.
Heal.
The heal.
Bad play by Graves.
Oh, Alistar manages to get out due to a knockback from Vayne.
Yeah. The heal bait are strong.
So first blood goes down to a Vayne. That's never truly a sight you want to see.
Graves was up in CS too.
He's doing
Graves
well.
also chose to get a longsword.
Let's see if he can make a comeback in lane. Because Vayne is still Vayne. She won't be all that strong, and she hasn't been able to spend the gold from her first blood or farming as of yet. Fizz is going on to Yasuo just with the troll pole and just one little prick of the staff. He's trying to fish himself a Yasuo. Graves is back in lane. Looks like they're just trying to farm it up. Looks like Wiffle managed to do his first buy, pick up his Spirit Stone. Diana's still going through the jungle just on her machete. Shen is doing a nice job of harassing down Shyvana. It looks like Graves and Alistar are fearing this Vayne Leona bot lane a little bit. Looks like Yasuo's pushing up, but at the moment with Evelyn being around mid, this could be dangerous. So far, it's looking like both teams just want to farm it up right now. Oh, Fizz goes aggressive on Yasuo.
Fizz winning
Takes
the
him
mid
down
lane.
to below half.
I kind of like these games. You can actually see who star players are. It's a lot easier to spot out the star players.
Shyvana is taking a lot of harass in the top lane from those Shen Qs. Not much seems to be happening right now. It's just at the moment a farm fest, which sort of favors Surrender 21 with Vayne. Oh, a fight between Shen and Shyvana comes out.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Shyvana's going down, but
Good
Evelyn
job,
comes
Shen.
in to clean up.
Shen will have his ultimate now.
Yes, that level 6 ultimate. Let's just hope no Shen bugs come through in this game.
I was told that Yorick breaks the game a lot because of his ultimate, how you can revive people. So if Yorick and Karthus are in a game, sometimes Karthus passive never pops.
That's rather interesting, but at the same time, unlikely to ever see that because not a lot of people play the Yorick. So I always used to be a fan of Yorick because he was the first champion I played. Looks like Evelyn handed off the blue to Fizz, and Diana took her own because Yasuo is not really a champion that needs mana or cooldown. And he manages to pick up a kill on Leona. Let's see what happened there. It's looking like Leona went aggressive on Vayne, but then Alistar comes in with a headbutt and she takes the tower shot. In comes Diana, and they clean up the kill.
Let's see if Fizz can get a kill here.
Fizz gets a kill on Yasuo.
That's very good.
And he
Not good
manages
for... I'm rooting for the underdog so we can get another game going. So I'm rooting for Team J.E.D.I.
Oh yes, Full Metal Trico. I was indeed a fan of Yorick, but this was when I was first starting to play League of Legends, and he was the first champion I played because he was free. The rare Yorick fan. He doesn't, I don't play him anymore. It looks like Graves and Alistar are going back. Let's see what Graves picks up. Because at the moment, Vayne hasn't had a chance to buy.
Oh,
looks like she's
the
taking a
flash
step
on
in.
Mandino! And it's me made it worth it.
So Diana picks up the kill on Fizz. Evelyn's gonna have to come in to hold mid lane. Vayne finally is able to buy, but she appears to be holding base. Double daggers and a bilge water, which are gonna do great for Vayne.
That kill that Diana just picked up was very good for their team. You want to get the morale going. Get morale going. It's like
Whiffle throws down the ulti onto Yasuo.
Oh wow.
Doesn't really get much for it though. Oh, Shen misses the taunt on Shyvana.
That would have been nice if he got it under the tower.
That would have indeed been nice. We've gotten a whole lot of tower shots.
Oh, Vayne popping the ulti.
Vayne going aggressive in bot lane.
Alistar wasted his headbutt. No ultimate
Alistar
going off
goes
on
down to
Alistar.
Vayne. Looks like
Ooh.
Graves isn't going to be going down here, though. But it's a very close fight. If he gets in there with an auto attack Q, he might be able to kill Vayne.
I wouldn't do it.
It's incredibly risky. Looks like Shen did try to pop the ulti, but he got denied. So it's just turning into more farm for Vayne, which is going to be a very big threat in the late game.
Graves is only 10 or 8 CS behind. 10 now. We haven't seen an ultimate go off on Shen yet.
He used it, but it seems to have been interrupted.
Okay.
And he's fighting Shyvana at the moment. He seems to be able to trade with her in short bursts, but Shyvana is going to just get stronger. Shen's going to end up missing some CS being pushed into tower. Oh, Yasuo has his knock-up right now, but Evelyn, not Ezreal, is waiting in the side just for the counter gank. Looks like Shyvana is just sustaining up against Shen. There's just a lot of farming going on right now. In the later game, I think if this continues, then Surrender 20's got a big advantage if they can initiate with Evelyn and Leona. And Fizz will take somebody out of the fight pretty fast. But at the same time, you can never discredit the combo with Yasuo.
Never.
Especially if they get the combo onto Vayne, then she might evaporate.
Yasho's got a Bilgewater. I don't like that build.
He's going for some sustain in lane up against a Fizz that's been harassing him down. Looks like Fizz is coming down. They might want to set up for a dragon, or just ward it. Evelyn's coming down though. A lot of pings going down for missings. Top lane is very much so an island right now.
As expected.
No jungler wants to gank the top lane and risk giving away a dragon.
We saw Diana try to make an early gank, but they couldn't get Shyvana the flash.
Diana's coming in bot lane, trying to make a lane gank happen. Leona and Vayne might go aggressive here and chase them down the lane a little bit.
Shyvana is definitely picking it up. And Alistar goes in. Nice headbutt. Nice headbutt. Leona did not see Diana.
Diana's going in on Vayne. Vayne's very low right now.
Nope.
Looks like the heal is going to get her out.
That heal.
Evelyn passes off the blue buff to Fizz again. So heal burn bot, and a lot of time for the jungler, but at the same time, it doesn't look like Evelyn's going to be in position to take a dragon right now. This is a far less bloodthirsty match than the previous game.
You know what happens when you're down one game? You're fighting for your lives.
Yes, that's very much true. Evelyn's picking up her red buff. Diana just finished hers. Or no, she didn't. Her red buff just spawned. Looks like she's going to be taking it right now. Graves and Alistar back in lane. At the moment, Graves is about 10 CS. 18 in there. Behind Vayne. Being behind a Vayne is never an ideal spot. But he does have a BF sword. Diana comes in for a gank, but Fizz simply troll pulls out. The farming continues in the top lane. Doesn't look like Shyvana wants to try to dive a Shen, and I could understand that. Evelyn coming in for a gank in the bottom lane. Doesn't look like they see this coming, but they did ping to be careful. She might not have been invisible when she came into that brush.
Yeah.
Evelyn going to check on the blue buff.
Diana.
Looks like a gank in the top lane. Shyvana,
Ultimate blown by Shyvana. Missed taunt. If they would have had in that taunt, they would have had the kill. Shen didn't use his flash either. He could have flash taunt. Ultimate going off. He didn't ulti Yasuo.
Looks like he was trying to target using the sidebar. And ended up misclicking on the Graves. That's a long cooldown to be burned for nothing.
Dragon goes to surrender 21.
Simply soloed it by Evelyn, and Vayne goes aggressive here.
24, 28 for the next dragon.
Graves.
And Graves is dead. Alistar's dead with that Leona getting the knock up. Good job, Leona. I mean, getting the Zenith Blade.
Diana seems to just go back to farming, despite knowing where the enemy jungler was. Or
about 5.5k ahead, or just 5k, right? Just 5k even. And tier 1 tower goes down.
So the first tower goes down in favor of Surrender 21.
Another missed taunt.
Shyvana is very low though. She has to back. It looks like the late game is going to be in the hands of Yasuo getting an ult on Vayne. Yasuo coming down.
Alright, Vayne. Come on, Vayne. Oh, someone flashed.
Oh, Diana missed the
moon
CC on Vayne.
Yep.
And it looks like Yasuo is going to go
Graves
down to
used
Vayne
his ultimate. Graves can get kills here. Graves can get kills here. Oh,
Fizz comes in with a fish.
Good job,
And it
Fizz.
looks like Surrender 21 is just going to clean everything up.
The shutdown goes down.
Shen managed to take down Vayne.
Shyvana's going to be pushing top now. He's probably going to trade towers.
J.E.D.I top tower is fairly low, so Shyvana can push it down.
And Shen got caught. And he's out of there.
This might have doomed Alistar though.
Alistar an ultimate?
Oh.
Come on, Alistar. A little late on the ulti, bro.
Rampage.
Well, sometimes you get a little greedy and don't want to
Waste
save
it.
that ultimate for,
Yeah.
for a more opportune.
I've noticed he doesn't like to use his ultimate.
Looks like Surrender 21's taking J.E.D.I's blue buff. Gonna leave that little lizard to.
Oh!
Yes, ultimate. Oh, and it doesn't look like he's gonna get much out of this.
Graves.
Graves.
Oh, miss flash! Miss flash!
Yasuo's gonna be going down to Fizz or Vayne.
Oh, another missed taunt.
Unstoppable.
So kills going to Vayne and
And Graves is good.
Destroyed.
This is probably the worst that. This is like the worst thing you can hope for, if you're on the side of J.E.D.I. (13-5), and this game seems to be going even more in favor.
They really needed Shen to capitalize on some of his taunts. It's unfortunate he couldn't.
Well, I mean, with not a lot of people play a lot of Shen, especially ever since they nerfed his taunt width.
Yeah. I'm surprised he picked it. He must have just want to be really safe and have that global presence, but you gotta have experience on it to make it work. We're almost at 21 minutes.
Yeah, it's almost 21 minutes. Let's see if anyone throws out the surrender vote. 21 minutes. If you're
I would
if you're a
laugh at
Jedi
surrender
right now,
21 surrender.
if you're a Jedi right now, I think you really want to stay in this game and see if you can make something happen. Because
Yeah, every
you
game's a
do
learning
have enough
experience.
talent.
Mm-hmm. Never give up, never surrender.
And we've got some banter going back and forth between Surrender 21 and Jedi. Looks like Graves is just taking the wide over the wall. Waiting for Vayne and Leona to push in the wave. Again, it looks like the lane phase is just going to be extended. Diana coming in from behind. But she appears incredibly afraid of the Leona Vayne. And simply ulties out. But it looks like Leona's still going to catch her. Diana goes down here. Oh, the fish onto the Yasuo, and Fizz claims the kill on Yasuo. In comes Shen with the ulti on Graves. Oh, but Shen gets denied the ulti by Shyvana. Looks like Graves is gonna go down to the
Quadriquill.
Fisherman.
I just googled the hotkeys for spectate mode, so I'll be able to toggle off the scoreboard better. It's O, by the way, for those of you who wanted to know.
This game is going further and further in the favor of Surrender at 21.
Key 1 through 5 is blue team member, and QWE to T is purple team members.
Vayne is looking incredibly good right now with her Blade of the Rune King and PD. Graves at the moment only has his Bloodthirster and boots. It looks like Shyvana is taunting Diana a little bit as she runs away. Evelyn soloing Dragon once again. Vayne comes in to help with the Dragon. Leona and Vayne are heading down to the bot lane. And considering how far ahead they are, they might just pick a fight with Graves' ally. Graves just used his dash, so it doesn't have any way to escape from the Leona E.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, and it looks like they had a DC for Fizz for a moment. Shyvana has been doing a nice job in farming. She's almost double to Shen CS. Vayne is still ahead by 20, and Fizz is ahead by about 40. Ooh, the ult comes out from Graves, but misses any targets. Looks like Alistar's gonna go down to Vayne. Diana thinks twice about taking that ulti in. Leona's tanking up the tower, and it looks like this might be enough to stop them.
Bunch of flashes going off.
Shyvana's taking up that tower now, and she really wants that Yasuo. Fish comes out from Fizz, but doesn't manage to catch on to anything. Graves goes down to Fizz. Shen is about to go down to Vayne, and it's looking like this is going to be an inner bot tower for Surrender 21.
Alistar!
Fizz
Oh no!
pummels the ground in anger, wanting to kill him. He wants to have some fish for dinner.
Do you
But
want
Fizz
sushi?
manages to troll Paul out. Evelyn's doing her best to try to take down that mid-inhib tower. And it looks like everyone's from Surrender 21 is taking this opportunity to buy and spend their gold that they have rightfully earned. This is coming into the mid area. Looks like he wants to take the enemy blue.
They almost got a 20k lead.
At the moment, there has not been any true team fights. There's been a lot of people coming in like under tower in that last fight, but so far they haven't been able to make use of the Yasuo ultimate. 22-7. It's got to be a little bit demoralizing for J.E.D.I. Evelyn stealing J.E.D.I's red buff.
Alright, let's ask the chat who they think MVP should go to on Surrender 21.
And it doesn't look like there's been any more votes on the who do you want to win. It's still heavily unanimous in Surrender 21. Surrender 21 looks like they want to take down the Baron. Doesn't look like anyone from J.E.D.I is going to be in range to contest this.
Who's your MVP vote, Matt? For Surrender 21.
At the moment, I'd have to say Leona's done spectacular with setting up Vayne and getting her those early kills.
Give him that support, that credit.
Fizz has been doing a great job being 11-1 right now.
He did shut down everyone's fear
And it
of
looks like
Yasuo.
Vayne's getting greedy and wanting that Alistar kill. This is most likely going to result in Vayne's death, but looks like a nearby Leona sort of... Oh. they end up going hard and changing the tables on J.E.D.I. Vayne is cleaning up all of these kills. And Leona manages to get it with the eruption of the W.
So you're giving your MVP to Viz?
It's difficult to say. Leona's been doing a spectacular job of protecting that Vayne. But at the same time, Fizz has been great. Looks like Graves comes in with the last ditch effort to throw all his damage out. But it looks like they're sort of giving up. And it looks like this game is going to go to Surrender 21. You know what? Yeah, I have to give it to Leona.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret
I myself, like, even when I play support, I never like being in a Vayne lane. And Leona has done well with the Vayne lane.
Yes.
Red team's turret has
Shyvana
been
goes in with the
destroyed.
ulti on Graves, and the damage is high.
Someone's happy about their fantasy team.
Legendary.
This this is like Korea versus NA.
And it looks like
The jokes.
series goes to Surrender 21.
Congratulations. Surrender 21, Carson City.
Surrender 21 did very well in this game. Wiffle didn't have the, I'd say the same presence he did with Jarvan, but he still did very well.
A lot of healing done by Eve. Is that from the ultimate?
No, her ultimate gives a shield.
Okay.
I'm actually curious how she did heal.
Her blade.
Surrender 21 will be moving on to the second round of winner brackets. And J.E.D.I moving into the loser brackets.
Fizz with the largest killing spree. Largest multi-kill. Fizz.
I still have to say that Leona deserves MVP for this game. Is this all the games we have for today, though?
I believe so. For all who participated, you guys fought well. Hope you guys got a lot of experience. I love playing tournaments. You get a lot of experience from them.